You ever been ghosted so hard you started thinking about revenge? Like, not just blocking them or sending a passive-aggressive text, I'm talking about going big. Well, buckle up, because today I'm telling you how I took my heartbreak, turned it into a full-blown production, and put my ex's face on a literal billboard in Times Square. Yeah, Times Square, the place where millions of people pass every single day. And before you think I'm crazy, no, I didn't do it because I'm bitter. Okay, maybe a little. But this wasn't just about him. This was about me reclaiming my power. So grab your popcorn, because by the time we're done, you're either gonna think I'm a genius or completely unhinged. Maybe both. Jake and I had been together for 2 years, but kind of 2 years where you meet their parents, exchange Netflix passwords, and start planning Christmases together. He was funny, charming, and had that annoying confidence that made you roll your eyes but secretly like him more. But something started shifting. At first, it was little things. He'd take longer to reply to texts. He'd cancel plans last minute. He stopped tagging me in memes, which, if you know, is a pretty bad sign. Then one day, radio silence. I texted him, "Hey, are we still on for dinner tonight?" No reply. 2 hours later, I called him, straight to voicemail. By day 3 of no contact, I drove to his apartment. The key we shared didn't work anymore. The doorman gave me this awkward look and said, he left instructions not to let you up. Just like that, 2 years gone. No explanation. I cried for a week straight. I ate so much ice cream, I thought I'd turn into a Ben & Jerry's flavor. But then, as the tears dried, something inside me snapped. He doesn't get to do this. He doesn't get to erase me like I never existed. And that's when the idea hit me. I was walking to work, still stewing over everything, when I passed through Times Square. The screens were blasting ads for perfume, Broadway shows, some random crypto project. And I thought, what if Jake's face was up there? The idea made me laugh out loud, like hysterically, in the middle of the street. People probably thought I'd lost it. But then I thought, why not? I pulled out my phone right then and Googled how to rent a Times Square billboard. Turns out it's actually possible and not as complicated as I thought. Expensive, yes. Complicated? No. That night, I dug through every photo we'd ever taken. Birthday selfies, vacation pictures, dinner dates. Finally, I found the one. It was Jake standing in front of his office, suit on, holding his coffee cup like he was starring in a corporate magazine shoot. Big, smug grin. He looked like he had just won life. Perfect. I opened Canva and started designing. I made about 12 drafts. First one said, "This guy ghosted me." Too plain. Second, "This man wasted 2 years of my life." Too dramatic. Then, I landed on the final masterpiece. Jake's face zoomed in with big bold text underneath. "Remember me? The one you ghosted?" And in smaller text, #ghosted in Times Square. I looked at it and thought, yeah, this is art. Of course, I couldn't do this alone. I texted my group chat. Me. "Emergency meeting tonight. Bring wine." Jess. "What's wrong?" "Nothing's wrong. I have a plan." Nina. "This sounds dangerous." That night, I presented my plan like I was pitching a startup. Jess nearly fell off the couch laughing. She's like, "Girl, this is insane. I love it." Nina, the voice of reason, said, "Do you realize how many people are going to see this? His coworkers, his family?" "Exactly," I said. We spent hours debating fonts, colors, and timing. Should it run during rush hour? Should we make a hashtag? Should we tag his Instagram handle in the corner? Finally, we booked the slot for the following Friday. All day, every hour, on the hour. This was happening. Friday came. I barely slept the night before. We got to Times Square at 9 a.m. The sun was out, the place was buzzing and my heart was pounding out of my chest. And then, there it was. Jake's face, larger than life, his smug grin plastered across one of the busiest intersections in the world. People stopped to look. Some laughed. Some started taking videos. One guy shouted, "Yo, what did he do?" Jess and I sat at a nearby coffee shop, pretending to sip lattes, just watching people react. It was better than TV. By noon, it was already viral. Someone posted on TikTok, "Whoever did this, I want to be friends." Comments flooded in. This is the energy you need in 2025. Men are scared right now. Plot twist, he's seeing this on his lunch break. Then, my phone buzzed. "Jake, why is my face in Times Square?" I didn't reply. 5 minutes later, "Jake, take it down right now." Still nothing. Then came the calls. I let them go to voicemail. His last text of the day, "You're insane." Maybe, but I was also having the time of my life. By the evening, it was everywhere. Twitter threads, Instagram reels, even a segment on late night TV. Jake finally texted me one last time. "You win." That was all I needed. Here's the thing. It wasn't just about revenge. It was about being seen, about turning my pain into something unforgettable. Jake might never apologize, but now, every time someone Googles him, they're going to find memes, TikToks, and screenshots of his face in Times Square. And me? I feel lighter, freer, powerful. So, what would you do if someone ghosted you? Would you go small or would you go Times Square big? Drop a comment below and tell me. And if you enjoyed this story, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who deserves a little creative inspiration for their revenge arc.